5 things we learned in Tottenham versus Arsenal match. The North Derby. I'm your host, Komi. With me, I have the amazing Shegun. Shegun, how are you doing?
It's good to be here.
It's good to be here. How's the match?
It was a decent game, really. As usual, when you have two tactical coaches with similar patterns in a way, you will see that the game is much more controlled. There are no outbursts, It's more controlled, more measured. Everybody is respectful of each other. Arteta respect Postecoglou, Postecoglou respect Arteta. So it was a decent game. I know maybe the fans might be like, oh, not really exciting, but it was a decent tactical game.
Yeah, it was a great tactical battle. I love both coaches. Yeah. Now, checking 5 things. What's the first thing?
Yeah, the first thing that we saw in that game was that Arteta is already learning. Arteta is becoming more experienced, and he's using a low block, a mid to low block against Tottenham, and Tottenham is as usual using eye line against them. And I think one of the things people would see, some people might look at that game and say, "Oh, Arteta is using a low block. Does that mean he's defending?" But no, he's defending, but he's controlling the game from a defensive position. There are two ways to control a game: from the attacking and from the defensive position. So Arteta is controlling the game from a defensive position. So I think it was really, really nice to see that from both teams.
Yeah, the second one.
The second was Arsenal dealt well with the absence of Odegaard. I think it's more or less showing the fact that Arsenal is not an individual player team. Arsenal is playing within a system, and the system is above the individual. And so when an individual, no matter how talented the individual is, when the individual is absent, there is another player that can easily slot in that team, because it's a system, the system above the individual. And I think it was really nice, even though we know that Trossard was not really the top as Odegaard would be, but I think he was still able to do decent job here.
This is an awesome job. Now the third one,
Martinelli. I think we have to say it. I have two players that I want to, in a way, call out: Martinelli and Romero. For Tottenham, I think Martinelli, I don't know what Martinelli is doing, but I'm having the consolation that these are his last games before he stops being an Arsenal regular player, a starter for Arsenal. Because you could see there was a chance he got on the counter-attack. This is just simple, basic football. You have your counter-attack. Why can't you just pass the ball easily to Saka, and Saka gives you your first goal? Why do you have to take that rash decision to want to score it? And he just played it to the keeper's hand. I think that's it. And also Cristiano Romero, these are players that I don't really fancy, but I have to be very honest with you. With due respect to them, Romero is a player that you can't give him the big job to do. Really. He was given the big job to do in marking the most dangerous player of Arsenal on the corner kick, which was on the set piece, which was Gabriel, and he lost concentration for just a split second, and Gabriel capitalized on that and scored. So I think that would be my third point.
Well, from your third point, I thought that should be a foul. An offense.
There's no a foul. It's a movement. So it's a split second. The ability of him pushing, it's experience. He understands it. Romero is Gabriel's boy, really. So that's why he took advantage of that. Romero needs to step up. He has the talent, but you can't trust him with big decisions in games. So really, it's really, really sad.
Okay. All right, the fourth one.
The fourth one also comparison, Arsenal experience. They understand the game, they understand the league. They've gone into that level of consistency of performance. They know that even though when their captain is not available, even when they are missing key players like Declan Rice, they can still put up a good performance and get their win, get their 3 points. That's the level of Premier League experience. You understand the game, you understand how to win games. And then Tottenham, a team with good system. I kind of term it a risky system because the eye line is too high, in my opinion, as a fan. But they have this system. But it's just that the players that are executing that system, with due respect, are good players, but they are not of the top level that can make that system more beautiful.
Yeah, but I think Son is doing a great job. But it's just that age is coming on board and all these sort of things. Yeah. But I think that maybe with a killer striker, someone that can do better like Harry Kane, then we just your fifth one.
The fifth one is great game. I think great game. I think it's showing now that both Arteta and Arsenal are maturing. Yeah, he's showing that both Arteta and Arsenal are maturing. I think I'm looking forward to seeing Arsenal winning more games, even without the key players that are injured or suspension. I think they can actually be back very soon. So I think, but they are showing that maturity, they are showing that understanding, they are showing the know-how. They are not a Premier League top team. Before we thought, how would they do it if there were injuries? But now, with the injuries, they show that they are still a top team.
Yeah. Okay, finally, guys, I think Arsenal did well. I also Tottenham did, but the game have to go somewhere. I thought a draw would have made a beautiful result, but this is football.
Yeah.
Sometimes both team can share the point, and sometimes a split moment of decision can change it all. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. But please make sure you subscribe, hit the bell button, and also comment. Your comment means a lot to us. But who are us if you are not commenting, if you are not telling us that we are doing a great job, or you have a banter, you understand? So subscribe, and till we meet again, know that